Washington, D.C. looks like a normal city with beautiful buildings, busy roads, and powerful people. But beneath its streets lies a secret world that most people have never seen. There are tunnels, lost monuments, hidden bunkers, and even mysterious underground rooms. In this video, we'll travel deep below the surface to uncover what's really hidden under Washington, D.C. From secret subways to forgotten caves, you're about to see a side of this city that very few ever get to explore. What's beneath the streets of D.C.? Right under your feet in Washington, D.C., there's a whole world you can't see. The roads may look like plain asphalt, but below them are many layers. First, there's asphalt, then concrete, and sometimes even old cobblestone streets from hundreds of years ago. Under these layers, you'll find sand, gravel, and sometimes special cloth-like materials to keep everything strong. But that's just the beginning. Dig a little deeper and you'll find drainage systems, internet cables, electric wires, gas lines, and water pipes. These keep the city running, but they also create risks. Over time, these underground systems break down. In 2013, a sinkhole opened up in downtown DC. It was 5 meters deep and swallowed part of the road. Another one happened less than a year later. That's the danger of having so much hidden underground. The Mini Washington Monument. No one sees about 3.6 meters under the ground, near a normal manhole. There's something that looks like a tiny version of the Washington Monument. It's made of concrete and has its own foundation. But it's not just a decoration. This small obelisk is actually a tool. It was built in the 1880s and is called Benchmark A. Engineers used it to measure how the ground was moving, especially because DC is built on swampy land. They still use it today to track tiny shifts in the earth, like after the 2011 earthquake. The ground under the real monument has risen by over 6 centimeters in the last 100 years. This little marker helps scientists keep track of it all. The secret subway for politicians. At around 6 meters deep, something surprising exists under the Capitol building. It's not a normal subway. It's a secret underground train system just for the US government. Built over 100 years ago, this small subway connects the Capitol with nearby Senate and House office buildings. The first part was built in 1909, and over time, more lines were added. Some of the trains are small and open like carts, while others are enclosed and move without a driver. These special trains help senators, representatives, and staff move quickly between buildings without walking outside. And here's a fun fact. During official Capitol tours, regular people can sometimes ride them too. It's like a hidden underground train only a few know about. The empty tomb. Under the Capitol, deep under the Capitol Rotunda, lies something strange. A tomb that's completely empty. It was made to hold the body of George Washington, the first U.S. president. After he died in 1799, Congress decided he should be buried under the Capitol when it was finished. But the Capitol took a long time to build. There were arguments about how the tomb should look and how much it would cost. In the end, George Washington stayed buried at his home in Mount Vernon, just like he had wanted. Today, this empty tomb is still there under the Capitol. It even used to hold Abraham Lincoln's funeral wagon. Now it's part of the underground visitor center where people can see it and learn its story. The tunnel to the White House. Now let's talk about one of the most interesting secrets. There's a tunnel that leads to the White House. Yes, it's real. During World War II, a special zigzag tunnel was built connecting the east wing of the White House to the Treasury Department building nearby. Why zigzag? Because if a bomb exploded, the turns would help protect people from the blast. This tunnel was built so the president could quickly escape if the city was under attack. Today, this tunnel is guarded by the Secret Service and has cameras and alarm systems. Not many people know about it, but old newspaper reports and government records confirm it's there. It's one of Washington, D.C.'s most hidden paths, the secret vault under the National Archives. Imagine standing in front of the U.S. Constitution or the Declaration of Independence. These important papers are shown in glass cases during the day. But what happens to them at night? The answer lies deep underground. About 6 meters below the National Archives building, there's a giant steel and concrete vault built in the 1950s. Every night, an elevator would slowly lower the glass cases into this hidden safe to protect them from fire, bombs, or even earthquakes. This vault was made by the same company that built the vault at Fort Knox. Over time, a new and more advanced system replaced it, but the story of that underground vault shows just how seriously the US protects its history. The abandoned tunnel beneath Dupont Circle. Let's go a little deeper, around 8 meters down, to Dupont Circle. Under this busy traffic circle is a strange tunnel that has been many things over the years. At first, it was made for streetcars to help reduce traffic in the 1940s. But by the 1960s, it was no longer useful because buses became more popular. Then came the Cold War. The tunnel was turned into a bomb shelter with water barrels, toilets, and food to keep 3,000 people safe during a nuclear attack. But that didn't happen. Later, people tried to use the tunnel as a food court, a restaurant, and even an art gallery. Today, it's mostly an art space filled with creative displays and leftover rail tracks. It's like a time machine showing every era's ideas. The huge foundation of the Washington Monument. Now we head toward the Washington Monument, one of the most famous sites in DC. But under this 169-meter tall obelisk lies something just as amazing. About 11 meters deep is a massive foundation made from stone, brick, and concrete. The builders started with one design, but later realized it wouldn't be strong enough. So they rebuilt it, added a thick concrete slab, and made the ground around it higher. That's why the monument stands so solid today. Also hidden down there is a special marble block called the Cornerstone. It was placed in 1848 and contains a time capsule with 71 items inside, including coins, newspapers, and copies of the US Constitution and Declaration of Independence. It's like a buried treasure chest from the past, fake catacombs, and a real skeleton. Now we go to a quiet place called the Franciscan Monastery of the Holy Land, and under it, something surprising waits. About 12 meters underground, there's a copy of ancient Roman catacombs. These underground tunnels look like real graves from early Christianity. But here's the twist, most of it is fake. The tunnels were built by Franciscan monks in the early 1900s so that Americans who couldn't travel to the Holy Land could still see what it looked like. Even though the walls and burial spots are just for show, there is one real thing: a child skeleton believed to be a Christian martyr from the 2nd century. It was brought from Rome in 1929 and is kept here as a symbol of faith. The forgotten basement under Lincoln Memorial. Under the Lincoln Memorial, something strange was forgotten for decades. When the memorial was built in 1914, workers dug a huge hole, about 12 meters deep, to make space for big concrete columns. But after everything was built, no one paid attention to what was left beneath. For 60 years, that underground space sat quietly, full of dust, insects, and even cave-like rock shapes. In 1975, people rediscovered it while fixing restrooms. They found old graffiti made by the original workers, and even bugs and animals living down there. Today, the National Park Service is planning to turn this space into a special museum exhibit where people can learn about Abraham Lincoln and see the secret cave-like area for themselves. The White House Emergency Bunker. Now let's go deeper, between 15 to 40 meters below ground. Under the east wing of the White House, there's a hidden presidential bunker. This place is top secret and protected by the Secret Service. It was built during World War II to keep the president safe if Washington, D.C. was attacked. No one knows exactly what it looks like inside, but experts believe it has food, water, medical supplies, and everything needed to survive an emergency. Some even say there are communication systems and escape routes underground. This secret bunker is one of the most guarded places in America, and very few people are ever allowed to enter it. The Spy Tunnel near the Russian Embassy. In the Cold War days, things got intense between the United States and the Soviet Union. Around 1977, the US government started a secret plan called Operation Monopoly. The FBI and NSA quietly bought a house near the Soviet Embassy in Washington, D.C., and began digging a tunnel under it. The goal? To spy on the embassy's electronic messages. The tunnel cost hundreds of millions of dollars and took years to dig, but the mission failed. The equipment didn't work well, and even worse, a double agent named Robert Hansen told the Soviets about the tunnel. It became one of the most expensive and embarrassing spy failures in American history. Today, that tunnel is sealed with concrete, and the house above it is gone. The deepest public tunnel in Washington, D.C. Now we've reached the deepest public tunnel in the whole city, the Washington, D.C. metro system. Some stations go as deep as 60 meters underground. One of the deepest is Forest Glen Station on the Red Line. It's so deep that it doesn't even have escalators. Instead, people use fast elevators to reach the trains. Just one stop away, Wheaton Station has the longest escalator in the Western Hemisphere, about 70 meters long. Building a metro system in a swampy place like DC was a big challenge, but they made it work. The metro now has 6 lines and over 90 stations. It's not just a subway, it's a modern underground city. What's still hidden beneath Washington, D.C.? With bunkers, vaults, monuments, and spy tunnels already discovered, it's hard to imagine what else could be hiding under Washington, D.C. But the truth is, no one knows exactly how many more tunnels or secrets lie beneath the surface. Some believe there are escape routes connecting important government buildings. Others say there are older systems no one has explored in decades. As technology improves, maybe one day we'll uncover them all. But for now, many of Washington, D.C.'s deepest secrets remain just that, secrets. Washington, D.C. may be the capital of the United States, but it's also home to one of the world's most fascinating underground worlds. From ancient-style catacombs to Cold War spy tunnels and secret presidential bunkers, there's so much more beneath the city than people realize. So next time you walk through D.C., remember, you're not just walking on a street, you're walking above a maze of history. If you like this journey, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. There's always more history to uncover, one layer at a time.